Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we got a new code. Still no dragon summons, but you know, this one ain't too bad. We'll definitely take this one in the bag. I'm going to go here to redeem code. Once again, if you are on global servers, you'll have to use the website. I'll leave all the stuff linked in the description and the pinned comment. But this is the code. You can go ahead, collect that. 20 scrolls. Once again, not too bad. I still thought we were going to get more dragon summons at some stage along the way from codes, but you know, it is what it is. We get 20 summons. That is the code. So as always with the codes, good luck on your summons. But the next thing I wanted to jump into is over here, because we are seeing some Rimuru placements in the Nightmare Corridor. So I want to look at this. I always like looking at it when we get new characters, if they go straight into some form of high ranking team, because normally they do take a while before people iron them out and get them in here. But we are seeing some Rimuru usage. So let's take a look at that, and then I'll talk about the characters in general. So if we go over here to Nightmare Corridor, I do believe he will find a spot in the Cursed Realm. We'll have another look. I haven't looked in a few hours. But if we go here in Nightmare Corridor, we can see on enemy number 2, we do have him being used in the team with the Dragon Gwyneth. Now, that's a 19.1 second clear. We're using the Fox as well at level 480 units. Pretty well beefed up. If we go to team number 3, I think it was, you can see they're doing very similar with a 20.32 seconds. So just over a 1 second difference, and they're using the exact same team, but no Rimuru. So, I mean, it's not like completely game breaking at that point, but it's still reasonable. Now, what's team number 2 doing? Team 2 used completely different formations, and I don't see any usage in there. Let's go over here. You can see this one using Rimuru as well, getting it in that 19.1 seconds. And we're not seeing any Shuna. I do not expect to see any Shuna really anywhere in bossing or AFK stage or campaign. Dude, too much AFK journey, AFK stages. But yeah, you can see that he is slotting in. A lot of people copy pastoring the same teams, and you know, you end up with that general flow. Now, I haven't seen anything else completely unique. Let's see, this one's got different formations, so maybe they've slotted him in. Let's take a quick look. But yeah, I haven't really seen anything else too much. So that's kind of what we are looking at. Now, as for the rest of it, Shuna, I've done a little bit of Arena of Trials. I haven't made a video on Shuna because it's a little bit awkward to test, like, because I don't think Shuna really has that extensive, like, campaign type put. Like, I feel like Shuna is a PvP unit. I feel like that's what she's catered to, because if we look to doing something like a campaign stage, let's just chuck in whatever team I've got and hopefully it demonstrates my point. Let's just chuck this team in. I don't think this team's going to demonstrate it too well, but let's see how it does. So, and I haven't taken my trial version because I want to consolidate my thoughts on them before I go into the trial version. But if we look at what Shuna actually provides, which is that canceling ultimates and stuff like that, I feel like that is more PvP, because a lot of these stages, when you get into like decent sort of deficits, they are longer fought battles, which aren't just like, which, yes, it's beneficial if you're struggling at the very start of the battle, but I don't think she has quite the legs to make it work out at those higher deficits in battles that generally take a little bit longer. Now, obviously, I could be wrong on that take. That is obviously just consolidating one part of her kit that we're looking at, which is that ult canceling type of thing. But you know, she does have the healing. She does have the extra damage through the circle and stuff like that. She does have extra utility, which I do think people will find a use for. I just don't think that's going to be her primary usage point. I think her primary point is going to be that PvP. I've been waiting to see if I do see anything crazy from her. I haven't seen anything that absolutely blows my mind yet, so we will have to continue to wait and see. The other thing is, I made my video yesterday talking about Rimuru and how he looks like being an actual like pure support unit, and that is continuing to be what I am seeing. If we go back over to him, and we go to the Arena of Trials, so even though he has this massive multiplier, I like in the comments of my video, like everyone was saying, dude looks like it must be a bug. And I know a lot of people who like the anime are going to be very disappointed that he is a pure support, because they wanted him to be a beast like he is in the anime, and basically nuke things. Unfortunately, he is looking like being a support. We haven't seen any communication that makes it appear like it's bugged. I was trying to do some testing here. The problem with testing is I kind of need maxed out versions of both of them, of him, my own maxed out version, which I will do some further testing to test it, because the problem is he buffs the ally unit. But I was literally just doing some testing here with the standard Solace, because she has like a 320% multiplier, which isn't really affected by anything. So I was getting them both to ult range and then testing it. The problem is that she does get buffed by him, which is the issue. But if we just look up the top here, and look, he does sort of like 40 to 50% health damage on that one. Actually, it was closer to 60. With his ultimate. So if I was looking specifically up at Hodgkin, because I think Hodgkin's just a safe one. So we can heal Hodgkin up, and then we can go with the Solace once, unless she dies. Wait, let's see. Okay, let's watch the Hodgkin damage. And you can see we do like a good chunk of damage. Once again, it's too hard to test because we have a couple things going on here in this situation where she is getting heavily buffed by him, but he's not getting his own buffs. But it's like, I just thought his multipliers would make it feel like he was doing more damage, like much more damage than her. Once again, this is at low levels. Like I said, I was just trying to get a gauge for the feel of the damage. But, you know, this could pan out to be just about right. If she's getting an extra 65% attack, you know, let's see. But like, okay, there's one ult from the Solace. There's two ults from Rimuru. There's three ults from Rimuru. And then Solace finishes off with the last one. So let's go in here, and you can see Rimuru only just out-damaged that standard Solace, which has a, I believe it's 320% multiplier, whereas he has the 900 and whatever it is. The 960%. He is buffing her attack by not 65, by about 45%. So to me, I feel like it shouldn't be that big of a gap, but I don't know. Once again, pretty scuffed testing, because I have to do the testing in that zone. Once I do get my thoughts ironed out and I take my trial version, then I will test this more thoroughly. But it's looking like this is intended to be a pure support character. So you can see boost their attributes by 45%. To my understanding, that is core attributes being attack, defense, HP, and then I think magic resistance, which is like, you know, the other side of defense. And that's what I'm pretty sure get buffed here. But maybe it's also the extra pierce that we get. So maybe the pierces was also adding to it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is looking like this guy is just sort of unfortunately going to be wet noodle damage with a really big sounding multiplier that doesn't really do a great deal, which is honestly to me a little bit of a letdown, because I like having a character in these collabs that just feels like they're really powerful. If we look at Rem and Amelia, that was a great one, because Amelia was that supportive character, Rem was that massive new character. If we go to Irons and Albedo, perfect. Irons, massive nuke, obviously been power crept since then, but still at the time, fantastic. And Albedo, great support, because once again, these dimensional characters, everyone eventually gets them for free. So if these are the characters that are strong, it's actually really solid, because even though, once again, it does take the 3 months or so for free-to-play to exchange them, they're cheap for low spender to buy one of the characters, and then free-to-play will eventually get them. So like Rem and Amelia for free-to-play are fantastic. Back in the day for free-to-play, when Irons and Albedo came in, they were fantastic. But unfortunately, this one, you know, I still think he's going to be very powerful and very meta in bossing, but it's just like that I wanted one of them to really shine. This more reminds me of Geralt and Yennefer. They both just kind of neither of them felt massively impactful and crazy. Even they're both good in their own little situations. I do think these two will be broadly better. I think Shuna in any PvP format, in Treasure Scramble and stuff like that, and I think Rimuru definitely in bossing 100%. But you lose that flair when neither of them does big nukes like Rem and Irons. Like, think about all the other collabs. Rem and Irons were the best. Honestly, Joker and Queen were all right. Joker felt kind of big at the time, but he fell off super quick, and Queen sort of had the utility. But yeah, it just hits you with that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I was really hoping for one of them to be a nuker. Really looked like he was going to be a nuker, but unfortunately, I must just be out of touch with reading descriptions and thinking 1000% multiplier AoE that's like almost guaranteed crits, and you spam that shit endlessly. I thought that was going to be big damage, but you know, I was wrong. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.